Oil bird. Oil bird.
Apágale, apágale, apágale ya. Too bright, yeah. Okay.
Oil bird.
How about enjoying the sound? Frog, bird, whatever. Right? I will be with the light on front. Anything we find, we share with you.
I mean, I've always seen the amphitheater from the outside, but I'm not there anymore.
Everyone has to wear life vests. Getting closer. Look, muddy water coming ahead and blackish water here. Okay? So, here we go. At the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Officially, everybody, welcome to the Amazon. Here we are. On the right-hand side, it means upriver. On straight ahead, slightly on the left, that means downriver. And in this opportunity, we continue our trip downriver that way. Enjoy your ride, everybody.
The vision of the Morpho Institute is a world in which the Amazon, its forest, rivers, biodiversity, and people is treasured and protected as a vital global resource for generations to come.
We're dedicated to helping to conserve the rainforest in 2 ways. One is by bringing teachers, mostly from the United States, to the rainforest in the summer to learn about it and integrate it into their teaching with a conservation focus, along with biodiversity and all the amazing wonders of the rainforest. And then the second part of that is on the ground here in Peru. So the Morpho Institute supports people here in Peru to do workshops to teach families in small villages about their local birds, why they're important, the habitats.
This vision is brought to life by bringing educators from across the United States to Peru to journey down the Amazon River and to be immersed in the rainforest.
I was really excited about the idea of doing field research because even though I've been teaching science for a long time, I have never really had a chance to get my hands dirty in the field. And so I was really looking forward to being in a really remote place and being part of these discoveries and advancing science, but also learning for myself how to do research and write field reports and all of the parts that I don't get to do in my normal life.
These are vegetable oil caterpillars.
What does that mean?
And we're doing a test to see if they get predated. Okay, so they're made out of a clay that's made out of a vegetable substance. And we're trying to test to see if creatures prefer to predate the green ones or the red ones.
The Institute provides 2 field workshops during the summer in the Peruvian Amazon, an educator's academy.
These cases make them a bit directional, so we made sure to standardize the direction that they're pointing. And we're getting 24-hour recordings for the whole time that we're going to be here. And the frequency that we chose to do, because you could do frequencies to get bats, which are very, very high. These ones will get frogs and birds.
And the Amazon Research Initiative for Educators, or ARIE. Educators apply key elements of inquiry, STEM, and place-based learning to connect the Amazon to their classrooms.
I'm trying to be a sponge and take it all in, but just being able to hear the conversations that are going on amongst the people here, that satisfied me. But there's so much more, like actually doing the work and being able to take that back into the classroom.
We got to experience the ARIE program in the summer of 2026. They broke into groups, learning about tree fall.
We are in the Acts Epiphyte Garden, and we're making some repairs from last year. So in the forest here, decomposition happens really quickly. So the bamboo and other wood that we put up last year is already starting to degrade. So we're putting making a fresh setup here for all of our plants. You can see some of the plants are around. We had to remove a bunch of them so that we could replace the bamboo.
Fish.
Yes, we are putting it in and seeing what we catch, basically. We did 2 years ago where we put 3 traps side by side. One with just fish, one with like bananas and rice, and one with nothing like this one. And it didn't really seem to matter, just we caught stuff. And a large variety.
So they just go in and can't get back out?
They kind of go in and don't get out.
Butterflies.
Hi, so we're setting cone traps for butterflies, moths, and other flying insects. So Avner will demonstrate in a second. You watch, it's going to spring. There you go.
So these don't hurt the insects?
No, these are live traps. So the idea is we'll put a bait plate out. Jade is grabbing one of those at the bottom of the trap, baited with bananas and locally sourced sugarcane rum.
Yeah.
And then butterflies, moths, whatever we catch will hopefully fly up into the trap, get caught in this cylinder, and then there's a zipper down the side that we can open tomorrow to pull them out live.
Frogs.
Okay, so we're looking for frogs. And so there's a few ways you can look for frogs. You can just sort of use a stick and see if there's movement. One of my favorite ways to look for frogs is with eye shine. But you want your lamp to be a little bit dim if you're doing that, because they have eye shine that like glows a little bit white. But when we find a frog, we're gonna catch it, and then temporarily, always wearing gloves or using a bag inside out on your hand or a deli cup, so your method of choice. And then we'll weigh it, we'll measure it, and then we'll put it back.
And
Have
birds.
a yellowish belly, a really tiny bill.
But we're lucky. We got 3 birds and 2 different species. And just anything that you could document, it's important. And also about the practice, right? So always prioritizing birds. One of the reasons I let that young bird go because it was just already too much stress.
Well, it's an incredible program. I haven't honestly seen anything quite like it, especially in the jungle, which is my favorite place to be on the planet. And I also love to teach, and so to me it's super inspiring to be around a group of teachers that are just as excited as I am to be in a place like this where there's just so much biodiversity. There's always something to discover. But really what's the most inspiring thing to me about the Morpho Institute is that they're creating conservation catalysts essentially in each and every one of the teachers that comes here. I just love to think about the impact that even just one teacher coming here and having an amazing experience is going to impact hundreds if not thousands of students. And so, a teacher that comes here 1 year is going to have, maybe like over the course of their teaching career is going to inspire who knows how many students, but at least in probably the hundreds at least.
The canopy walkway, every time I go up in it, which has been 3 times now, it's been a completely different experience, and each time it's been amazing. Like sometimes it's so foggy you can't see further than a few trees, but there's sloths, and sometimes it seems like you can see for miles, and there's vultures and kites and all kinds of other flying animals and monkeys. So you kind of never know what you're going to get, and what a treat it is to just be able to be up there. Where so few humans have been.
My role here is I am working on a fish biodiversity project. We are sampling the fish that are here. We've been doing this. This is our 3rd year of sampling fish, and this year we have a little help from the Institution of Investigations of the Peruvian Amazon, and they are a fish taxonomy lab, and we are just getting a lot of data. It's awesome. And they're in the water. We are measuring.
And it's a go.
Uno. Un pescadito.
Dissolved oxygen is so low.
How low is it here?
It's 2.8.
Yeah. Yep, that's kind of typical.
Holy, that's...
Right. I'll show you the data from last year. It's crazy low.
We heard about it and we wanted to come because this is a place where we haven't been before. In the laboratory we do inventories of fishes all around the Amazon, but we haven't been in the Napo River or any other river surrounding. So we were excited to come when we heard about this opportunity.
So they bite you?
Yes.
So
Try to put your finger in there.
two species, piranha, red piranha and white piranha.
Morpho Institute he aprendido un montón de cosas, ya sea con las personas, trabajar en equipo con mis compañeros y la metodología de colectar peces, porque allá en otros lugares la colecta de peces con redes grandes, con jamos grandes, pero en cambio aquí nosotros utilizamos otra metodología porque no nos funcionaba y utilizamos trampas de ARIE, que es factible, nos permitió agarrar peces que nosotros no esperábamos, y también utilizamos otra metodología de entrar y explorar de diferentes lugares y ver si hay peces. Y en algunos lugares no encontramos, pero en otros quebradas o riachuelos encontramos peces que eran muy importantes para nosotros.
And then you pin it so you've got it by the wings just behind the thorax. So then when you take it out, you're not going to hurt the butterfly at all, but it's immobilized. And if I had our field kit for tomorrow here, I'd have glassine envelopes where you could slide the butterfly in body first, pin it flat without hurting it, and then carry it back, put it in the fridge until we're ready to photograph it. But notice Josh mentioned owl butterflies. This is not one, but look at the eye spots on the underside of the wings there. So iridescent blue in the top, and then eye spots for, you can think about what the function of that might be on the underside of the wing. Okay, so I guess I'm going to apologize to it and put it back in because it's data. Or do we want to just count it for now and let it go? Maybe let's do that.
Yeah. I wandered from sea road to see Amazon rainforest. This is the first time I've passed equator.
Yay! So we just put the butterfly inside of the freezer to stun it a little bit so that we can take it out and he doesn't damage himself while we're doing our observations. We freezer. He's stunned, he's fine. So then we gently take him.
And what kind of butterfly is this?
This is a morpho. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous butterfly. We're gently taking him and laying him down. As you can see, he's still moving his legs. He is doing fine. Go ahead and start. Yeah. And she's now going to begin to take some measurements, and you can tell he's still moving.
So I should tell you, the first time I was invited to come be part of the Educator Academy, which is one of the workshops the Morpho Institute runs here in the Amazon, I was Director of Education at the Cornell Lab of Ornithology. And I said, oh, that sounds great, but I don't really have time. We have all these things we're doing here, running our own programs. But could we send a couple teachers? And the answer was absolutely. So we helped two teachers to come. One was an elementary school teacher in Minnesota. The other was a high school teacher from the state of Washington, I believe. And they both had been involved in our bird education programs at the lab, so they were teachers who we knew. They came back from their 10 days here and said, well, that changed my life, that changed my teaching. And my jaw dropped, and I said, that's what I've spent my career trying to do. How do they do it? So the next year I came, and I was immediately hooked.
I have not seen this one, I don't believe. So I feel really rude because his little hemipenis is sticking out. He was having, he was mating. Oh, pobrecito. So does everyone know that lizards have two hemipenes? The males, of course, have two hemipenes, but they only use one at a time to mate. They're hidden inside. So his is out, because I thought he was eating something. I didn't realize there was a little lady hidden under there.
Is there one specific thing you're really excited about learning here? I know you just got here.
Yes, one specific thing is medicinal plants and of course butterflies. So medicinal plants that I can connect those extractions and those benefits to my chemistry class, and biodiversity is for my own learning, but then I connect it to my environmental science class as well.
For one day, the ARIE educators were able to visit a local village.
I love you all and thank you for coming to visit.
They learned about their lives, including how they raise stingless bees. and how they create crafts from local plants.
Aquí hay alguien que está hablando mucho. Bien.
So what's your
Déjalo, mira. Más. Pero no botes, agárrale.
Estoy muy contento que usted también venir acá a la comunidad a aprender algo, aprender algo del pueblo que ustedes van a llevar a su tierra.
Con los niños, sí, aprender más artesanía con ellos para enseñarles, para que ellos también sigan aprendiendo.
Anything else you'd like to say about
¿Algo
your
más
village?
quieres compartir con nosotros?
Sí, que sigan viniendo nomás para poder vender nuestros productos.
Yes, keep coming.
The people here are working hard to protect nearly 1 million acres of the Amazon rainforest due to development. They rely heavily on income from their crafts and honey. They also have many other things they want to accomplish.
Sí, quiero compartir también a veces, ¿no? Por ejemplo, como estaba diciendo antes, ¿no? De que hay muchas necesidades, necesidades en salud, necesidades ambiental, también falta poner nuestros tachos y también higiénicamente nos falta baños también. Hay otras cosas que un poquito más de capacitación en los talleres también.
One thing you don't often teach and learn about the Amazon is the people who live here. I was immediately captivated by seeing the houses. We come to a field station that's 2.5 hours from town, so there are no roads. You see kids paddling themselves to school in dugout canoes, and you see all these houses in seemingly very remote places and wonder, what are they eating? What do they do all day? How do the kids, I just had a million questions about the people, and then also how they relate to this magnificent place where they're living.
The educators met with a local shaman and learned local customs and plants that are used for medicine.
Okay, señorita. When we have some problem in the skin, look, just rub it on by your finger and put it the affect area. You can do it like this. Look, what happened when we do it like this? Bit by bit, this one turns white.
They are going to start playing a Peruvian music, a Peruvian rhythm.
They also got to listen to local music and enjoy their last few moments in the rainforest. These few days in the jungle were life-changing. What they learned and researched, the creative ways they will bring this knowledge back to their classrooms.
We do the year that the orchid was found, so it's going to be 2026.
And how the connections they made here will always be with them.
Just want to try to absorb and learn as much as I can. We have so many amazing specialists here in things that I don't know much about, like insects and aquatics. And so even though I'm really obsessed with birds, it's really fun to see other people that are obsessed with other things and learn from them.
So what I hope the teachers take away is this sense of awe, of like being overwhelmed. Like you look in the water and you see these little fish, but then you see these little puddles, and then those seem to have more fish than anything else. You think this is where all the fish is, but these little puddles, and it's like, holy cow, how could all that be in there? So that astounding passion, I think students connect with more. I think when you ask students what they like about a teacher, when you read feedback, they always say like that enthusiasm, that passion. And when a person experiences something like this experience here in the rainforest, it's hard. You just can't keep that boxed in, and when you go back, you have to say, we were in the jungle. We were in the jungle, and like, look what we found. Like, there's freshwater crabs. What? That's just weird, right? It just shouldn't happen, but here it is, and it happens. So I think with that passion that hooks students, and students that may have never been interested in science before, will be like, oh, I think I want to do that.
So it'll grow on that board?
Yeah. So because they're epiphytic, they grow up in the tree canopy naturally. So yeah, so give it about a year and this twine will dissolve and the roots will be like melded to this board.
I've learned that there's actually scientists out here doing work despite so many challenges, financially or even socially with the communities that are here. I think sometimes there's a big gap between the school and what's actually being done in the science community. So I see that there's an actual organization that's trying to bridge that gap like Morpho is.
The Morpho Institute.
Oh, oh my God, he's in here. Oh, pretty cute.
Bringing wonder.
He's in this little seed pod.
Collaboration.
And in Fahrenheit, to compare with the Kestrel, it says 76.8.
And connections to education.
Did you see how he's got those like two little dots on him? So this is the same sort of leaf frog we've been seeing, but he has totally different patterns on his back.
Welcome to the jungle.
I think that's probably the longest width. I think that's the highest part. I think. Ooh.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Oh, there he goes.